Hey, what's up guys? Trucker Curtis here. I'm going to talk about some common mistakes that new CDL drivers should avoid. And if you stick around, you'll find bloopers from my previous video. A lot of common mistakes that I see is new CDL drivers not knowing their value and their worth. You guys got to get it together, know your value, know your worth. What do I mean by that? I mean, call around the different companies. Don't just pick the first one out of CDL school. I don't recommend Prime. I don't recommend Swift. Why? Because you can land a way higher paying job than that. You're better than that. Misjudging corners. A lot of new CDL drivers, like I used to make the same mistake, I'm not going to lie. We misjudge corners sometimes. It can be very scary. Not every corner is going to be marked with those little arrow signs. So you definitely want to take all the corners very cautiously. Don't be overconfident with the corners. Another huge mistake that new CDL drivers make is missing road signs, such as smashing that like button and low bridge clearance signs. Not only just low bridges, but low clearance overall. You definitely don't want to go underneath a low bridge like I almost did, because that wouldn't be too good. That'll definitely cause some injuries and you'll get fired, I'm pretty sure. So make sure you're paying attention to all the road signs. This one's one of the most important ones. Failing to plan and not getting clear directions to your next destination. A lot of these warehouses are tricky to get into. However, if you call and you plan ahead, then you shouldn't have no problems getting in. Hey friends, are you getting value out of this video? If so, please leave a comment down below. Backing up can be dangerous when you're not using GOAL. GOAL stands for get out and look. Just when you're overconfident and you don't utilize GOAL, that's when it's very easy to back into something. Rookies make this mistake all the time. To this day, I still use GOAL because, I'm not trying to take out a building or take out another truck, because guess what? There goes your job. Unless you're an owner-operator, then guess what? There goes an insurance claim. To prevent all that, just go ahead and get out and look. Don't be embarrassed. You got this. Speeding, like that guy was probably speeding. Speeding is not good. You don't want to lose your CDL license that you probably just got a few months ago or not, just depending. So don't speed. Not only that, you can put other people at risk. Don't want to lose control of your truck and possibly crash. You definitely want to pay attention to the road conditions in bad weather. It can get pretty slick in the wintertime. And if you're speeding, that can lead to an accident. You don't always want to follow your GPS. It's not always accurate, especially when it comes to the low bridges. My GPS, and I'm sure others, has tried to route them underneath the bridges sometimes. So always go on Google Maps or use an old school road atlas map and double check your routes, as mentioned before. Listening to music while driving. I personally think this is a mistake because you should always be working on yourself. You should always be listening to podcasts or audiobooks. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it is nice to throw on some music, to clear your mind, or if that helps you out. But I'm talking about for months and years at a time of pure music. Definitely not good for your mental health. Always be educating yourself and always be learning. Mix it up a little bit. This is definitely a rookie mistake I have made. Not sliding your tandems forward. Your tandems are your axles on the rear trailer. When you slide them forward, you can maneuver the trailer a lot better. There's been a corner where I tried to make it. It was just too tight. I got out, slid my tandems forward, and I was able to make the turn no problem. So you new CDL drivers out there, learn how to slide your tandems forward. It's really easy. Most new trailers, they just have a little button that you pop out. So you'll be able to make those turns a lot easier. Common mistake is mixing your airlines and wondering why the brakes won't release. I've done that a couple times. I even asked another driver what's going on, and he came over and said the airlines was mixed up. That was pretty embarrassing. So just know what side your airlines go on. Usually your emergency airline is going to be on the right side, the red one. Hey guys, real quick, before I leave you with some bloopers, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any videos I release. Also, if you're curious on the best trucking GPS, I do have links in the description down below that you can check out. Are you curious what it's like to be Alright you guys, thank you for tuning in. Let's get right into it. Oh my god, that's awful. I don't get to travel. Yeah.